have a seat on your mat and take a moment to ground. Maybe put your hands on your belly or your sacrum. Take some deep breaths in and out through your nose, feeling the expansion of each inhale and the grounding of each exhale. We're going to do some neck rotations. So tuck your chin towards your chest, and as you inhale, bring your head over to the right and up, and as you exhale, bring it down. See if you can make your breathing nice and long, but of course, if you need to take extra breaths, feel free to do so. Inhaling as you bring your head up, feeling the sides of the neck, back of the neck. Exhaling as you bring it down. We'll go the other way around. Inhale to the left. And exhale to go down. Noticing how this side feels. Noticing the nuances in your body. Maybe your traps. Maybe even all the way up until that space between your shoulder blades and your spine. We'll do one more round here. And on your next inhale, bring your head up, bring your hands on your shoulders, and we'll do some shoulder rotations. So as you inhale, we'll bring the elbows up. And as you exhale, bring them down. Try to make these rotations really big. Make big circles. Inhaling as you open up and exhaling as you bring the elbows down. Big inhale. Long exhale. Let's do 2 more. And one last. And when you're done here, we'll go the other way around. So inhale to open up. And exhale, bring the elbows together if they can. If not, no worries. And just lubricating the shoulder joints here. Especially if you've been hunched all day, if you haven't even moved. This is a very simple and yet very effective way to mobilize your shoulders. Next, we'll move on with the hands. So just shake your hands here like you're shaking something sticky out of your fingers or off your fingers. Just taking the gunk out. And then slowly make your way to your tabletop. Hands underneath your shoulders and knees underneath your hips. Feel free to tuck or untuck your toes here, spread your fingers wide. Focus on length here as you inhale, bring your tailbone out to the back, chest towards the top of the mat. And as you exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, lengthen here. And exhale to round. Especially if you're pregnant, the belly is already quite heavy. So just focus on length. Exhale. Inhale, open up. Exhale, push the earth away. One last here. Inhale back to neutral spine. We'll do some side stretches. So look over to your left, like you're squeezing your left waist here, opening up the right side body. Breathe into it. And on your next inhale, back to center. Exhale over to the right, squeezing your right waist, opening up your left side. Inhaling back to center. Tuck your toes, ground down on your hands and your fingers and bring yourself into your downward facing dog. And really, there are no rules here. It's just about stretching out and finding length. Length in the spine, length in the back of your legs. Feel free to pedal your feet. Whatever feels good for you here. If you want to open up the side body, you can do that as well. Just grounding down on your hands, on your big toes. Soften the knees if you'd like to find some stillness in your down dog. Maybe shake your head, yes and no as well, just to loosen up the neck. Take one more full breath here. As you exhale, slowly bring your knees down. Back to tabletop. We'll extend the right leg out towards the back of the mat, keeping the toes tucked, and feel that stretch on your calf muscle. And then we'll swing that leg outside the mat across towards the left side. Look over to your left, look at your foot for another side body variation here. We'll swing the left leg outside the mat as you plant your right foot. Ground down on your left hand, and as you inhale, reach your right arm up, look up, and as you exhale, reach your hand towards the top of your mat. Keep the chest open. Swing it all the way down, and then inhale back up. So let's go with the breath. Exhale as you swing it down, and then inhale as you reach up. Exhale, and inhale. Exhale, inhale. Let's do one more. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, cactus your right arm, squeezing your right shoulder blade towards your spine. And then slowly bring yourself back in your tabletop. So we'll go to the other side, this time kicking your left leg out towards the back of the mat. Stretching out that leg, that calf muscle, keeping the toes tucked. Take a few breaths here. And when you're ready, slowly swing that leg over towards the right side of the mat. You can look over towards your left foot. Breathing into that left side body. One more breath here. Slowly swing that right leg outside, plant your left foot, plant your right hand, and inhale, reach your left arm up, look up. Exhale, reach towards the top of your mat, all the way down, and inhale as you swing that arm back up. Exhale, and inhale. Again, try to keep the chest open here. Breathe with the movements. On your next inhale, bring that arm all the way up. And as you exhale, cactus your arm, squeeze that left shoulder blade. And on your next exhale, bring yourself back to your tabletop. We'll get into an active child's pose here. So you can keep your toes tucked here. Keep your hands reaching towards the top of your mat. You can look towards the top of your mat as well. And then slowly bring yourself back in tabletop. We'll do some rotations here. So we're going to move the body in a clockwise rhythm. Going with the breath again, but this time just listen to your body, listen to your breath. Notice how the body feels as you rotate in this tabletop position. Go the other way around. You can make these circles big or small. Completely up to you, bringing the hips all the way to the back or focusing more on the wrists. Now, tuck your toes, walk your hands towards your knees as you bring yourself in Vajrasana. And just take a few breaths here before we move on to our next movement. And slowly start to interlace the fingers behind you. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards one another as you open up the chest. Just opening up that heart space. And then if you can, see if you can isolate your head by bringing the head forward. So this movement is just really good for realigning your spine, especially if you have that texting neck posture. If it's accessible to you as well, you can bring your hands away from your lower back. We'll do a counter pose. Interlace the fingers in front of you, palms face out. This time, isolating the head again, tucking the chin in. So again, just realigning the neck here. And don't forget to breathe. One more here. On your next exhale, release the pose. Bring yourself in a cross-legged position in your Sukhasana. Do a very, very simple twist here. As you inhale, reach both arms up. As you exhale, let's twist over to the right. You can bring your left hand on top of your knee or your thigh. Right hand behind you. Inhale, lift your chest. As you exhale, slowly deepen the twist. But of course, if you're pregnant, try to focus on the twist on the upper body instead of the lower body. I love breathing into the back of my shoulders here. Take another inhale and exhale. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, let's twist over to the left side. Left hand behind you, right hand on your leg. Inhale to lengthen the spine, lift the chest. And exhale, slowly deepen that twist, maybe looking back as well. Breathing into the shoulder blades here, that's where I usually feel it. Of course, it could be different for you. Take some deep breaths. Breathe space into your body. One more inhale. And exhale to release the pose. We'll get into Janu Sirshasana. So extend your left leg. I'm going to face you. Bring your right foot towards your inner thigh. And you can square your hips towards that left leg. Keep the left foot flexed here. Hands framing your left leg. Take an inhale, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, just go as far as you can go here. No need to force anything. Of course, the belly is going to be in the way. That beautiful belly of yours. And just breathe into that left leg. And when you're done, bring yourself back to center and we'll switch sides. So extend your right leg, flex that foot, frame your leg, try to square the hips, lengthen through the spine, take an inhale, and as you exhale, walk your fingers forward. So just be as gentle as you can with yourself here, especially if you're used to deeper stretches in your practice. Slowly release the pose. We'll bring both legs together in front of you. And you can bring your hands just behind you. We'll just lubricate the ankles here. So flexing as you inhale and pointing your toes as you exhale. This could feel really good for you, especially with all that weight in your third trimester. Making sure that you're well supported through your foundations. You can also do some ankle rotations if these feel good. You usually forget about the feet. So focus on them today before we end this session. Now we'll bring the right foot just on top of the leg and give yourself a yummy foot massage. So just pressing your foot, looking for any points that feel good. Of course, you can modify here if this position feels a bit uneasy for you because of the belly. You can also press the toes, the toe pads. And just say, I love you, foot. You can move on to your calf muscles as well. And all the way towards your thighs. So really, anything goes here. Whatever feels sore or whatever feels more love, just focus on those areas. And then we'll switch sides. So left foot. I also like squeezing my heels, so you can try doing that as well. And don't forget the toes, the toe pads. I also like pressing the nails, and just explore here. Moving on to your calf muscles and your thighs. And when you feel like you're done, we'll meet in Sukhasana. Legs crossed. You can sit on a pillow or a block here. Again, just breathing in and out through your nose, connecting with your baby, connecting with your sacrum, connecting with yourself within. Thanking your body for being this beautiful vessel, for supporting you since birth. Taking some moments of gratitude for other things that you feel grateful for in your life. And raising your vibration as you start or end your day. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope your body feels good. I hope you feel a little more relaxed as well. Namaste.